What happens when a movie based on a real Indian human rights investigator gets released and vanishes in just 2 days? Why did the government say this film broke the law without pointing to a single specific rule? And how does a film banned from your screen still end up being projected onto a wall at a Gurudwara? Welcome back to CineTalks. I'm your host Prohit Sil, and today we are breaking down the Satluj controversy, censorship, secrecy, and a battle that's been 3 years in the making. Let's rewind. Satluj isn't a new film. It was originally called Punjab 95. It stars Diljit Dosanjh playing real-life human rights activist Jaswant Singh Khalra, the man who investigated alleged extrajudicial killings and secret mass cremations during Punjab's militancy era in the 1990s. Heavy, important, real history.
ਕਾਨੂੰਨ ਨਾਲ ਮਖੌਲ ਕੀਤਾ ਗਿਆ ਹੈ, ਇੱਕ ਕੌਮ ਨਾਲ ਮਖੌਲ ਕੀਤਾ ਗਿਆ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਮਖੌਲ ਕੀਤਾ ਗਿਆ ਹੈ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਹੋਰ ਕੁਝ ਨਹੀਂ ਮੰਗਦੇ, ਸਿਰਫ ਡੈਥ ਸਰਟੀਫਿਕੇਟ ਹੀ ਮੰਗਦੇ ਸੀ.
Back in 2022, the film was sent to the CBFC, India's censor board, for certification. And that's where things started getting messy. The board reportedly asked for around 27 cuts plus a title change. The makers pushed back and went to court. A revision committee then came back asking for even more, reportedly around 120 cuts. That's not editing, that's a different movie. Fast forward through years of legal tug of war, and here's the twist. Instead of making those cuts, the makers rebranded the film as Satluj and dropped it directly on ZEE5 completely uncut on July 3rd. Director Hani Trehan later revealed the release was planned in near total secrecy. Only a small circle, including Diljit himself, knew it was coming. And then, just 2 days later, it disappeared. ZEE5 pulled it down and issued a short statement saying the film would be unavailable in India until further notice, while they explored ways to bring it back. No public explanation from the platform. That's where the government stepped in. According to the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting, the issue is certification. Their argument, Satluj never completed the process required for release, and by changing the title and going straight to OTT, the makers sidestepped the system entirely. An official put it plainly, the film lacked proper certification, and rather than complying, the team simply rebranded it and streamed it. Now here's the part that's raised eyebrows. Officials also claimed the OTT release violated India's IT rules of 2021, the ones governing digital media. But reporting suggests no specific provision was actually cited. On top of that, according to some reports, national security concerns were raised too. The idea that the film's content could affect public order. That's a serious escalation from a paperwork issue to a security issue. So what happens next? The center has now formed a high-level interdepartmental committee, a body that exists specifically to review complaints about OTT content under those same IT rules. This committee, made up of representatives from multiple government departments, will now assess whether Satluj actually complies with the rules and recommend what should happen to it. Translation: the film's fate is now in a bureaucratic review process with no clear timeline. Naturally, this hasn't gone down quietly. The film's co-writer Niren Bhatt has firmly defended the movie, saying he doesn't believe there's anything objectionable in it at all. Diljit Dosanjh, meanwhile, chose to focus on the positives. He said he found satisfaction knowing audiences had already seen it before the takedown, and he specifically mentioned how moved he was to learn people were screening it with a projector at a Gurudwara. Political leaders in Punjab have also pushed back on the removal, arguing that stories about real historical events shouldn't be blocked from reaching people. And there are reports that families connected to the real events portrayed in the film feel let down by the decision too. Oh, and because nothing stays contained on the internet, pirated copies are reportedly already circulating on WhatsApp and Telegram. Strip away the specific film, and what you're left with is a much bigger question that keeps resurfacing in Indian cinema. Who gets to decide which parts of history are too sensitive to show? Satluj sits at the intersection of censorship law, digital regulation, and a real painful chapter of Punjab's past. Whether you see this as the government protecting due process or silencing an uncomfortable story probably depends on which side of that line you're standing on. And that tension isn't going away anytime soon, especially as more filmmakers use the OTT direct route to bypass a certification process many call outdated. So, will Satluj make it back to your watch list, or is this the end of the road? That's now in the hands of a government committee. What do you think? Certification loophole or justified censorship? Drop your take in the comments. I actually read all of them. This has been CineTalks with your host Prohit Sil. For more such updates, keep watching News Asia Moy.